Are we live? Who has the timer going?
You do.
Are you guys kidding me? No one did it.
Oh, did you start it already?
Yeah.
You didn't even tell us.
I said, can someone start the timer?
Just set it for
responded.
2 minutes before.
I do the timer going up so that we don't have the annoying.
That's interesting.
Oh look, I didn't stop it from the last time.
Oh, good. Okay.
Just go off of
All right, we're at 407 hours. Do the math. What's the math on that? How many days has that been running? Is this in the episode?
This is going to be in the episode.
This is the pre-show.
What? 5 days?
407 hours. Okay.
Oh no.
Take your bets. How fast?
Only 6 days. How fast? The over under.
How fast can you do division? Almost 17 days.
All right, so 17-day podcast.
Wow.
17 days.
That potato salad took me 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days.
Okay, 17 days since we last recorded, or since I was timing something that was important. Stop. Next. All right.
All right. So how long has this been going?
I will stop this at 25 minutes.
I was about to say 25. All right. Well, now that we're live.
Oh.
I nailed it. Okay.
All right. Cool.
So.
The entire pit was dying, but I was especially laughing so hard. I got called out from the box. I got told to not play the next rep because I was laughing too hard. And then Josh fucking ran down the stadium steps, and because we were like kind of a PG core, he whispers "fuck you" over my board to me.
That's it.
That's what you've been doing?
Yeah.
Chilling?
Dude, Call of Duty, I've been clapping cheeks in COD.
Yeah. This is the first.
Nope.
First.
Nope, you're wrong.
This is the first potty with all three of us.
No, it's not.
Triangle high five.
It's 100% not.
It's definitely not.
Hear that, audio listeners? That was a great high five we all just shared.
The second podcast. Never mind.
Wait,
has
really?
it been all three of us since
No.
the first time we had the recording session?
No, I've never met Danny.
Guys, you guys are pretty much the same person. So, we're all back in the area, so I decided we should probably all record together. And
Well, you live here.
I
It's
do
a
live
joint
here.
decision.
Yeah. So I thought we could talk about the Rona virus pandemic and how
I'm
it kind
actually
of like
drinking a Blue Moon.
you are drinking Blue Moon and how it affected our lives. Who wants to start?
Those goes.
So Danny's gonna start.
Okay, cool.
So
Well,
the pandemic hits.
What do you mean? Okay, so actually, when this whole thing was like kicking up, it was spring break time for me,
Sure.
and I had a oh, this is so sad to talk about. I had a whole trip planned out with my roommates and all of our girlfriends. There's gonna be 8 of us.
I
To
didn't
go
get my invite,
to
did
go down
I
to.
didn't- My invite must have got lost in the mail, yeah?
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
Where are you going?
definitely. To Gulf Shores, Alabama. And
Oh, okay.
we had a triangle of fun, as we called it. We were gonna drive down. We're gonna drive. There's a spider over there. We were gonna drive down and
Ew.
spend a night in Nashville. And Nashville's sick. I love being in Nashville.
I've been there once.
My favorite part about it is that literally it is like the Music City, and you can walk around there, and there's like just literally live music everywhere. Each time I've been there, it's a wonderful time. Have you ever been?
Well, we went for a band trip.
That really doesn't count.
Oh, sorry. I
That
guess
really-
I wasn't
that
in
really-
Nashville when I
Okay,
went to Nashville.
what did you see in Nashville that was remarkable to you?
The Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, I was there too.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
The Country Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that too.
I just try to discredit the same trip we had in Nashville. Anyways, and then after Nashville, we were gonna go to stop down at Gulf Shores for a few days because we had an Airbnb on the beach.
Oh, that's actually
Like, yeah, so we would have our own private beach and everything. And then we were gonna go to New Orleans, Louisiana, and then come up north. That's how you pronounce
Louisiana. Got it.
But yeah, and then the fucking virus hit, and then we had one. We were gonna still do it, and then we had one guy, part of the group. And he was like, "Yeah, I'm not really too sure about it because the country is like closing down, and like I don't know." It was just like literally perfect timing because if we would have left, like had we had spring break a week sooner, we would have gone on the trip definitely. But yeah, So that's what happened at the start of this, and then all throughout quarantine, I basically got to live down on campus with my girlfriend, which was, I mean, I had a great time.
I visited you.
Just watched
too
movies.
much.
Yeah, you visited me, and it was basically I was just living by myself with my girlfriend, watching movies, playing video games, cooking food. It was actually a really good time. So yeah.
How did that affect schools and stuff?
Oh yeah, at school.
Like, you know, that place you were at.
Well, the classes obviously nation and maybe worldwide they changed to online format, and that was whatever. Obviously, like not ideal, but it was a pain in the ass a lot actually at first because yeah, I was just in such a swing of things because I was like we were halfway through the semester at that point, and I was just in such a routine with how I was doing things, and then to go to something completely different where you're like have to find a new routine. You have to find all your different class websites, like what is due when, where your lectures are, the videos, and like what work you really have to do, and what work you can kind of put off for a little.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it ended up being okay in the end. And I mean, I'm pretty sure this is the case to every school in the U.S. at least. But all classes got changed to pass or fail, or receives credit or no credit.
I was still on a grading system.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, for us it was like elective. We could have
Okay.
chosen. But chose to obviously because I was like, man, I can get a C- and I'll get a 4.0 for this semester. Oh boy.
Did any professors, like, when you guys went online, kind of, well, I didn't sign up to teach online, so it's going to be stupid easy from
No.
here on out? Okay.
All my professors were really on top of their shit, which is really upsetting. One class I had literally only had 3 grades in it though, and that was interesting. So I never went to a single lecture for that or watched a single lecture video online. So all the only grades were 1 midterm exam, a final paper, and then a final. So it was nice because you know I had to do even less work for that class, you know. But for other classes I had to do a lot more work
How fast did people, like, clear out of the campus?
immediately.
Because you were there or it happened during spring break, so
Yeah,
when you went back, it was pretty much just empty.
Basically nobody came back, and when I got back to campus, because I stayed for another week after my spring break was up before I went back, and it was basically a ghost town.
Really?
Yeah, nobody really there. And when a couple weeks into the whole quarantine, when flights really weren't a thing yet, I just remember like poking my head outside, and it was just so quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd never heard like the outdoors be that quiet, if that makes sense, you know. It was weird. It was eerie. Very strange. So yeah.
Yeah?
Going to the grocery store. I don't know. Do you guys do that much? Like that?
I've been there once or twice.
Like
I've
I mean,
shopped a few
because I would
times.
go. I would go probably like weekly because I would be living in my own apartment with nobody else and my girlfriend. We would just have to go shopping every week because we had no food. We can't eat fast food, you know, every day. Believe it or not, you can't.
Huh. When I was down there, like, it was weird because we would get fast food. And it was just weird to see, like,
Oh, yeah.
the businesses were still, like, the food places were open, but no one's clearly going to them anymore.
Yeah.
Like, no one's on the streets, barely anyone's driving. It was the easiest drive I had down to U of
No
I.
cops either. I don't know where they all
Yeah.
were. They were all avoiding us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, other than that, my COVID experience has been. I mean, not much exciting. Not much else has been affected. I mean, I got the unfortunate opportunity to go to a funeral over this sort of this time, and it was very strange because.
Were you, like, wearing masks during the
Yeah,
funeral?
it was one of my like a lifelong friend of mine, and like I would have liked to speak at his service, but we couldn't, like I got asked to be a pallbearer, and even the pallbearers couldn't go into the service.
Really?
Like,
Really?
Yeah, during his wake. Like we all had to take turns to go in to see him and see his parents.
How many people were they letting in at a time, or, like, just kind of one
Well,
family at a time?
In the room with the casket, you know, like where there's like all the chairs.
Yeah.
That's where everyone's like supposed to like hang out. There was just the parents, and it was like,
Oh, really?
like, yeah, only like a small group of us was
Wow.
able to go in at a time, and so it was very just quiet.
Were there
empty.
people like telling like only like certain amount of people go in until somebody
Yeah.
comes out then? Or...
Yeah, so it was like group comes out, another group goes in, and so we were told to get there like probably like 10 in the morning. I didn't get to go in until noon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then we had the funeral procession later that day, and it was just. It just sucks because like
Like you always want to celebrate a life together, but you're limited to who can go in. And
we will have a celebration of life like later when things are not as weird, but it's really sucks because like I wanted to see like everyone like that. When I'm hurting, when I'm really upset.
Like if I was put in that situation of okay, I can go in for like a couple minutes, but then I have to like I'm not allowed to stay in there.
Was there a time limit? Like
not necessarily a time limit.
Not that people are gonna be like, hey, like
hey, wrap it up.
Yeah. You know,
I'm sure people kind of knew like there's a lot of people waiting.
Yeah,
like, that's
you're,
fair.
You're not really gonna like hang out in there. There wasn't much to do. I mean, you say your goodbyes and look at the pictures and talk to the parents, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, I mean, I just thought it was interesting. Like even as a pallbearer, I couldn't go in. I had to wait outside.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, and then it's. I forgot what I was gonna say.
Nice.
Nice. But yeah, that's my COVID experience.
I think
Not at home.
Going to the store is the weirdest thing.
It's definitely.
It's
yeah.
Okay. Because a lot of people are obviously out of work.
Yeah.
So maybe this is why. But like when I go to Target, the lines are from like the registers to like the back of the store.
Really?
And I can't stand it.
I never see anybody when I go out.
It's
like,
insane.
I've gone to like Jewel a couple times, and well, when I see someone without a mask, it's like, dude, what are you doing? And I see people like arguing sometimes with, I'm gonna call corporate. I'll call your manager. Blah blah. It's like you need to wear a mask. But like to see so many people at a store, like I get you're bored at home. You don't need to hang out in public.
That's
right
why
now.
I was before all this hit. I was a big Target goer.
Yeah.
I loved hanging out at Target.
It's the place.
You know.
It's okay.
But yeah, now I don't. But now pretty much I just go to Jewel though, because the Target lines are just idiotic. Like I can't do it. Like I'm not waiting. I don't know. I mean, every Target's different, the layout. But mine is like the registers, and then it's like it can go all the way down to the back of the store, and the line is that entire aisle. I was like, I'm not doing this. So I was like, this isn't.
I can get
this
my
isn't
baked
worth.
beans somewhere else.
Yeah, I was like, this isn't worth it.
I had the unique experience of turning 21 over quarantine. Something I forgot to mention. And
Which I just found out.
Yeah, you found out today.
Yeah.
He sent me a happy birthday text on my birthday, but also didn't remember that I was turning 21 or that I was aging at all.
People don't age.
During quarantine, everyone's stagnant.
Yeah. So yeah, as I was saying,
Ain't that the truth?
I tried to go to Benny's for my 21st birthday, as you do, because I couldn't go to bars, couldn't go to casinos, so I had to do something that I couldn't previously do before I was 21. And yeah, the first thing I do, I was like so ready to have my ID checked at the door because there was a person standing there, and I got told to go back home because I didn't have a mask.
Why didn't you bring a mask?
It's your stupid ass
It was
fault.
literally like 2 days into the thing. I didn't have a mask yet. Like
2 days into the 10-day warning of we're going to start masks.
Into the ordinance of like,
Isn't your birthday in April?
We're enforcing May 3rd. It's
a month after my mom's.
It was like literally at the very beginning.
But didn't this shit start in March?
Yeah, no, but like the mask ordinance wasn't a thing until May.
I think that's right.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing until
said,
way
like,
later.
all of April, hey, we're going to start masks.
Because they told
Get
people,
ready.
until then, they told people not to go out at all. And they're like, okay, if you have to go out, well, you have to wear a mask.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
That blows.
Yeah.
COVID sucks. I'm so ready for this thing to be done, you know?
Same.
It's, well, interesting enough. I was not sitting because you can't, but I was I was waiting in Smoothie King yesterday.
Sure.
And I was just kind of.
What'd you get?
Smoothie?
Yeah, smoothie.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think it's called the Coffee Vanilla Yogurt D-Light.
What was the fourth word?
D-Light, like delight, but it's like vitamin D.
Oh, okay.
But light, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
It was good.
Okay.
No fruit, so I guess it's more.
Coffee.
It was coffee.
Coffee
It was
smoothie.
You got a coffee at a smoothie place?
Yeah. But just like seeing people, everybody wear masks. It's just like, I don't know. I think
It's like a movie.
it's really weird because like you kind of don't think like, oh, like you see that shit like in like Tokyo and like stuff. Just, I don't know.
Like some cultures, like that's just kind of what they do.
Yeah, well, also because like their air is shit.
Yeah.
You know, but like
It literally
you
feels
don't
like a
really
movie.
think it would happen here, and you're like, huh, this is gonna be. I think the masks are gonna be a thing for a while,
Yeah.
and it's gonna suck.
So for me, going to master to be a thing for a while. For school, I've only been in one class because I only need one more class to finish, and then I can apply for nursing school. So I was kind of over the whole take fun classes. I'll take an art class. Like, no, I just need this one class, and I was bored, so got a job at a hospital, and I was just getting used to it. Got hired in February. I'm like, okay, this is awesome.
Boom.
Oh man, this is great. Pandemic, and even some of the nurses like, this is gonna blow over. This isn't gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
Because like we want to doubt it as much as we can. All of a sudden, I'm required to wear a mask at all times during the day.
Mm-hmm.
No one's allowed in the hospital except for essential employees and the patients, like no volunteer services. And the first time I went down to like go look at things in the lobby, it was so eerily quiet and so eerily quiet throughout the hospital. Sure, like family can get not annoying, but they care for the people around them, so they're gonna ask questions. But just seeing one person in the room at a time, it's weird.
Yeah,
it's kind of strange, and just seeing how empty everything is, it's out of a movie.
Yeah.
Like as we've talked about before, Eddie and I work kind of at the same hospital. I'm a volunteer there, but he actually
gets paid.
He actually has a job there, but we both do work in the same building essentially. And my first experience of the hospital under the pandemic was last Friday, and I was volunteering at the front desk, and usually that place is like booming.
People in and out,
literally.
all day.
Like the lobby is packed, and like the volunteers at the front desk, a lot of times are overwhelmed. There's like 3 or 4 of them sitting there, and a lot of times it's not enough. And when I went there, I was actually supposed to be volunteering in the PCU, which is like a step under the ICU. For you medical people out there.
Bird up.
And there was actually like not anything going on, like so few discharges that they could have me doing. They sent me down to the front desk in the lobby, and it was just like nothing. I did 4, maybe 5 things my entire shift of being there.
Yeah, but who visited you in the middle of the day?
This guy bought me water.
That's what I'm saying.
Thanks, God.
During my break, I'm like, I think Danny's down there. Let me go bother him.
And then when I left, I went up to his floor and surprised him.
I did. The only people I see on my floor are the people that work there. So seeing this guy walk around the corner, I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the middle of things. I'm going to get in trouble.
That was only the second time I'd ever been on patient floors. Yeah, usually I'm in the emergency room or in the surgery floors.
And working there, like, since I'm required to mask, we don't require the patients to mask because they have private rooms, so they don't need to wear them all the time. It's just them in the room.
Yeah.
But because of that, we're kind of nervous as employees, like we can get exposed. I've been exposed about 2 or 3 times. One time I was not aware I was exposed.
Oh, yeah, you get to fill out like that entire chart thing and everything. Yeah.
Because I was working one night, the little old lady, I leave, and then the next morning I get a phone call from my manager. Hey, Eddie, so the woman in this room was COVID positive.
For people that don't know, exposed doesn't mean you have it.
No.
Exposed just means you were near someone, or for you, it was working somebody who
like if you walk into a barbershop, I was exposed to a haircut.
Yeah.
It's like kind of the same thing.
That doesn't mean you have it. Yeah.
And like I know everybody at the hospital takes extreme precaution when like they're leaving, and like they don't even like you like bag your clothes, the clothes you wear in the hospital.
So yeah, like when I know I have a COVID positive patient, we have many guidelines. I have to wear. Okay, I think I memorized the board. I put on my first pair of gloves, I put on a gown. I put on a second pair of gloves over the gown. I put on my N95 mask, I put on a surgical mask over that. I put on a hair bonnet, I put on a face shield, and I put on booties on my feet. And then as soon as I'm done, I go in the room, do what I need to do. When I leave, you take off first set of gloves, you take off gown, you hand sanitize the first pair of gloves, rub it in, take off the first pair of gloves, take off the helmet, bonnet, masks, booties.
Wow.
But then, like, with people who I don't know, like the old woman, all of a sudden, I'm only wearing a surgical mask.
Yeah.
So then I get a phone call, you're COVID positive. I'm going to email you a sheet, you have to fill it out. I have to make sure I don't have a temperature, no symptoms. I still have to show up to work.
I was going to say, you can still go to work and everything?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the moment you have a symptom, you have to leave. But we were taking our temperatures actively as you go in the building.
That's the other thing too is in the front lobby at the desk is like every person who comes into the building has to be screened and like the temperature is taken. It's like this pretty cool like futuristic looking thing.
Oh, the tablet?
Yeah, it's like a camera and you can like see your picture on it, and
That's new.
It just takes your temperature like that and it says if you're good.
Because before
cool.
it would just be you get to your floor, so you're already walking through the hospital. You get to your floor, you put in a thermometer thing, you put it in your mouth, you pop off this plastic thing, and you fill out a form. Yeah, this is what it said. This is how I feel. You submit it for your manager.
Even they had down at the front desk, they had the laser gun.
Oh, really?
Laser thermometers, yeah. Pretty cool.
Yeah, like everyone's supposed to get screened, but sometimes people just kind of slip through the cracks because we're all human.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, why didn't they get a test? They have this symptom, this symptom, this symptom. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is your reminder. Word of the day is booties.
Booties.
Sponsored by Booties. At least, and then for school, for me, I was only in one class like I previously mentioned. So my one professor was not the most technologically capable person. Like once we did a whole class session by him, the projector wasn't working, so he turned around the computer screen for all 30 people in the class to squint at like a PowerPoint.
You're trying to take notes. You're like,
yeah. Oh my god, I've never brought my laptop to this class. So we were supposed to have labs online. We were supposed to have a bunch of other stuff online. Didn't happen. He would just do the labs for us and say, fill this out with my results I found, but it was like pretty easy to infer what he meant. I took like 3 tests to finish out my year.
I will say, one of my professors did just give us 100% for one assignment because it was like the end of the semester, and he did your professors acknowledge that like they were like, yeah, we can tell like this is a difficult transition, so we'll try to make it easy for you.
People were very understanding of like, you did not sign up for an online class.
Yeah.
Therefore, you should not be graded as such. Like, sure, we're here, but there is understanding like how you're gonna do versus what's happening in the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, like our finals all got canceled for the entire college. Yeah. Because
what?
It's supposed to be in person with like a proctor and everything, but we couldn't do that since
so,
the campus was closed, so no finals.
Yeah, so our exams are supposed to be. You gotta be fired up now. Our exams are the same way, like proctored in person and everything, but there's software that you can download, which is something that is new to me. That there's remote proctoring where they have access to your camera and access to your screen.
Not this guy.
Nope.
Yeah, so I guess
if I were you, I would have just taken my test naked and then went into a new browser.
Oh man, but luckily only one of my classes required that. The other ones I could. They said they're like, listen, we know we don't want to do proctoring software. We know you're probably just gonna cheat, so we're just gonna go ahead and say it's open notes, open internet, open whatever. Just don't talk to each other.
I mean, that's fair.
And I didn't have friends in my classes, so like that wasn't even an issue for me.
Yeah, man, it's been a whole wild experience because I don't know, seeing people show up in their beds with masks at the hospital. It's like, man, it's so sad that like you can't have a family member show up. Like some of the people's first questions, like, when can my wife visit?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, sorry, sir.
When people that's the thing too. When people die, when I was working there, volunteering there last Friday, they had somebody who had died upstairs, and the family was coming in one by one to see them, and the family members would all come in. It was like literally like hours they were there. Like one guy came in, he was like, hey, I've been in the parking lot for 5 hours, I just need to use the bathroom.
As soon as this all happened, we made one of our floors the like COVID positive floor.
Yeah.
Or like COVID investigation floor. So when there's a code, the code being like a code blue, someone stops breathing, a code ABC is, we don't know what's wrong, but for some reason they're vomiting all the time, there's blood, like we don't know what's happening, so we need everyone there. So when you hear over the intercom code whatever on this floor, it's like, oof, I hope they do well.
Yeah.
There's like a somber moment among the whole of like my floor when we hear that kind of stuff.
What is code stroke? Is that what it is? Code stroke?
Yes, it's a stroke.
Okay.
You heard of code stroke? I haven't heard one.
I heard a code stroke. Yeah, it said in the lobby.
Yeah, no, like when I'm bored, for a couple of days my phone was broken, so I just would look on our policies on the website for like an hour, like, okay, oh, that's a code silver, a gunman, got it.
Guy's learning stuff.
Yeah, so I was bored. I'm like, but yeah, code stroke is
stuff you should already know.
God.
That's really that security's job. Not a CNA.
What up?
He could be the one to save everybody.
I'm the guy.
Yeah.
No, sir, stop.
I'm the guy.
He sees a shooter, code silver, and saves the day.
He just drops his gun.
Yeah. Ah, shit. They got me.
He or she.
Or she.
Yeah.
Or they.
Women can.
They
can be gunmen too.
Yeah.
This person can be a gunman.
Note, we acknowledge everyone is allowed to be a gunman in today's society.
No one has the restriction of freedom.
No.
God
That's
bless
so
America.
fucked up.
God bless America.
We'll see this
fucking love this
in.
country.
We'll see how I'm feeling when I start editing this. Oh man, should I keep that in?
Yeah, I'll keep it in.
Alright, you want to set the camera?
I could.
Yeah.
Do you know how to call people?
You can. What would it sound like if we took a phone and just went like
horrible
on speaker?
Well, no. What if you just left it here? Just hey, you know,
I don't know.
you're on the air.
You're out
Can
here.
we get your mom down here?
No, my mom's gone.
Can I call her?
Where's she? What? How's she gone? I parked behind her.
I thought your dad was gone.
They're all gone. I'm here alone.
I never had parents.
Thanks for bringing that up, guys.
Sorry.
Parentless.
Can you get me another beer?
I just got up.
And you're ordering pizza. I don't think
Yeah.
we're ready to start this.
No,
I don't think we're ready to go.
I started this timer and everything.
You said I would be running this meeting.
I'm getting a beer.
And I was so ready to call Sue down here.
What do you want?
What do you got?
Modelo 312.
Hey, I need a beer.
You guys are the worst.
Give me a Blue Moon. Actually, don't give me a Blue Moon. What do you got?
Stiegel Radler, Modelo.
Regal Stadler.
Goose Island.
I'll take a
one
Goose.
Blue Moon.
Is the Goose Island a Sox can?
Yeah.
I'll take a Blue Moon.
Okay. Danny, you get a 312.
Okay, that's good. I wonder if he's gonna edit this out.
I'm not editing this out.
Oh.
Can this be the intro?
Is it too much work?
It's not too much work. I'm just keeping it in.
No, I'm thinking. I not to take inspiration from other podcasts, but I like on the Scrubs podcast how they have little jingles in between their little breaks.
And we're
I
back.
think that's something we can maybe whip up.
If someone wants to write me a jingle.
I can.
What is wrong with you?
I can whip up a jingle.
What is this new meme with you? You're not even done with the beer. Why'd you ask for a new one? Oh, it's gonna be foamy.
This is a meme I got from my pit tech from the drum corps,
Oh, Mr. Schneider.
Mr. J. Schneider. He would always do that. He was really good at it. Every single S he would say like in a sentence, he would like whistle like that, and it would like kill me. You know, another funny Josh Schneider story. Now that I'm thinking about it, do you remember, Eddie? This is for you. I know you're ordering pizza.
What up?
He's getting stuffed crust. That's a good guy.
Hell
Are
yeah.
we cool with
Good
the last
guy.
order we got at the last fire?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
that kicked ass.
that's
Okay.
good. Okay.
Keep talking.
Saved my life.
Do you remember? I forget where we were, but we were at a stadium. It might have
Okay.
been Blazer Country.
Go Blazers.
Jay Schneider hit his head so hard
Oh
at the
my
top of the stadium.
God.
Okay, so at the top of because you walk up the bleachers and the box that the announcer sit in, he's on his phone.
The story's for you. I was there.
Oh, sorry. I lost interest. I'm sorry. Wait,
The
no,
story
wait,
just
stop.
started.
No,
How can you
because
lose
no,
interest?
beginning of the story. All right, Eddie, this one's for you. Why would I
No,
listen
I
to
was
that
like,
then?
Eddie, do you remember being there?
I was like, well, I wasn't there with them, so
It's for everyone. It's for
Keep talk-
you. It's for the listeners and their mothers. It's
I'll get sued out here.
not my mom. Don't talk about my mom.
I love Mary Ellen.
Yeah, we'll get her on the horn soon.
Anyways, so yeah, the you walk up the bleachers.
So
and
like this, but like stairs, and then the
Yeah.
stairs are for some reason like go up to the top. So you clearly can't sit at
the
the very
box
top.
for the audio listeners. There's an overhang over the stairs, and Josh is a very tall person. Well, not very tall, but fairly tall person, maybe 6'2". Walking up, we were in the middle of like a full ensemble block, like full core, like full rehearsal. Like everybody had to be in their white t-shirts because it was uniform. It was like a serious rehearsal where like you can't really dick around. Well, Josh, the pit tech, is walking up. He's actually the pit caption head. He was walking up. It smacks his head so hard on this metal I-beam underneath it. And it was so fucking loud. It just rang out through the stadium, and the entire pit was dying, but I was especially laughing so hard. I got called out from the box. I got told to not play the next rep. Because I was laughing too hard, and then Josh fucking ran down the stadium steps, and because we were like kind of a PG core, he whispers "fuck you" over my board to me. I could not stop laughing, and every time I thought about it for the next maybe 3-4 hours, I cried laughing.
It was so good that at one point, Landon was just running battery block, like we're tracking or something. All right, guys, get water. We'll chill out for a minute. And someone's like, Landon, what's your favorite memory of the summer so far? And retells that story. I just couldn't stop. It was so amazing. Danny just kept laughing. He couldn't play reps afterwards.
Landon didn't care.
No.
He's just like,
It was so.
I mean,
loud.
who wouldn't? Like, come on.
Yeah.
And then the next time he walked up, he was so careful around it. He like put both of
Cheer-
his hands up on it.
I'm sure he knows, but you want to remind him? Remember when Albertson fell off the scale?
Oh my god.
Dude, I still have
You want
that.
to tell the story?
If I don't remember anything from any season ever, that is something that will always be in my brain. So I think we weren't even marching. We were just doing.
You're stand still on a field.
Yeah, we were doing percons, and he was on the scaffolding, yelling at us, the battery, because we sucked.
1-tier scaffolding, like a drum major podium.
Yeah, and he went down. I don't know. And he tried to get down, and I don't know what he was doing. He sat down first.
He sat down, and
but
then his
I
foot got
think
caught behind like
his
one of
foot
the
got
bars.
caught. So instead of kind of like dropping, he went woof, and all I saw from the back of the field, because the front ensemble's there, he just disappeared. But he got up. All right, look, and he started yelling, and he was like, after he was done yelling, after he lost his like little bit of adrenaline, he's like, that hurt.
Because like we were getting beat up in
And
that block.
nobody knew what to say at that point because I was.
No one said, "Are you okay?"
Nobody was like, "Hey, are you good?"
He was the caption head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't laugh at like Landon.
Even the
falling
people
off.
like behind the board where he just fell didn't look.
No, it wasn't even laughing. We were just like,
Like, oh my god, if I say a thing, he's gonna get mad.
because like I don't want to ask, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
Because even if like I don't want to get yelled at for talking.
Reese, like, that's your guys' drum corps experience, and me is like, I was in tears laughing, and I was okay.
Well, you weren't getting yelled at prior.
Oh yeah, like we were just getting done with 30 minutes
okay.
of getting yelled at.
Oh, so it was bad.
Dude,
Yeah,
the
he was
way-
getting off in rage.
The way he fell though was just like it's like his ankles got hooked and his rest of his body just went bam.
He's lucky he didn't break like his ankle or his feet or something.
And then after he just turns, "Are you guys gonna ask if I'm okay?" And we all started laughing.
We've talked about it with him after, but
Like, we told him we were
it's
afraid.
so funny. I will never forget that. I was like, that dude just ate shit.
Number 257.
Poor
That was
Albertson.
funny.
I think that's his number.
That was funny though. I think we're lucky because I think that cooled him off a little bit.
Yeah, somehow him hitting his head. It's like, oh, he's cool now.
Yeah.
Knocked a couple screws loose, and he's like, chill.
Oh, that was funny.
Do you want to talk about your COVID experience?
Yeah. So, well, I worked for like a little bit through COVID. Well, actually, so I got laid off, which
What
is
do-
not
what do
the
you
same
do?
thing as fire.
What
Who are you? Who the hell do you think you are?
We just met today. What do you do?
I work for, it's a sheet metal, but it's like a skylight company. Basically, for easy terms, it's like construction.
Oh.
Is that like an like you get that
No,
or no?
I did know that, but
Okay.
I was just trying to make the
like,
listeners
for the
feel
people
good.
at home.
Like industrial skylights or again like industrial like sheet metal. It's not like, it's kind of like siding on a house, but it's metal. It's for bigger
you-
buildings and everything.
If you
It's not.
pour
It's
beer on
empty.
my laptop,
It is empty. I
I'm
know
gonna-
what I'm doing. There was a reason it spilled over when I was opening another
I'm gonna
beer.
kiss your cheek if you keep doing this.
It wouldn't have spilled because okay.
Now you're shaking beers by my laptop.
Okay. Look at that.
That's
look
what
at that peak.
that's what I do.
So, do you work on houses?
We do have a residential side.
Okay, but is that your main thing?
No.
Okay. Well, see, I thought my understanding was that you did skylights and houses.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well,
There's a crew for that.
it's a trade. You learn when my birthday is, and I finally learned what your job is, even though you've been there for like 3 years.
And you've been alive for 21.
I'm actually coming up on 2.
Hey,
So.
you know, fun fact: my brother's been at his job for 10.
Tom?
Tom,
All right, isn't he like 30?
he's gonna turn 30 this year. Yeah,
Okay.
which is crazy. You have a brother.
Yes.
You have a sister.
I also have a brother.
He also has a diabetic brother.
Really?
Did you not know this?
Are you diabetic?
Oh, I can get,
Wait.
I can get him on
Okay,
the horn.
Really? How old is he?
31?
This is legitimately the first time I'm learning about this.
31?
Like dead ass. I knew you had a sister. Your sister's very nice.
32?
Your sister follows me on
why are you
Instagram.
asking
And
me?
31?
And-
I think he's
okay,
gonna be 32.
so-
I don't fucking know.
did you okay? Because okay, let's get into it.
Okay.
Let's talk about each other. Let's become friends.
Yeah, my brother and sister, I grew up in the same house as. They were like my full brother and sister. But I know
Same, I guess.
Bruno, is he your full brother?
His name's Brad.
Okay, I know.
I was
but
really
I call
hoping
him
he
Bruno.
didn't know that.
I knew that, but I literally call him Bruno every time I address him to you, and you've never said anything. But this time we're on the air, and you're gonna bring it up, asshole.
And no, we have different fathers, so we're technically not full
Okay.
brothers, but we lived in the same house. I grew
Did
up
you
with
grow-
him.
Now-
So, like, yeah, I've never looked at it any other way.
Did you grow up with your brother and sister?
Yeah.
Like in the same house?
Yeah.
Is there an age that you will always associate them with? Like, because for me, I don't know, I always picture my brother being 17, and now I'm 21, and I picture my sister being 15.
Hey, bro, I'm older than you now. How's it going?
No, like, it's just like, fuck off. All right. Let's move on. I was trying to
No,
get to
I
something.
am really bad with my siblings' age, though.
But that's not associating
That's
them
not
with
a,
age.
it's not, that's like,
Okay.
I get what he means, like, since you grew up with them, like, at one point you're like, yeah, this is how I will always remember them at this
I
age.
could have sworn my brother was 17 for like 4 or 5 years.
Not really, because every time my brother's birthday comes around, I go, oh, all right, he's a year older.
But you don't do that with me.
No, because I don't even know when his birthday is. I know it's in February.
February 11th.
Yeah, he's right.
Okay.
That's a good friend
There
right
you go.
there. But to be fair, I don't know your birthday.
Yeah, what's
It's
mine?
later in the
I don't
year.
know your birthday.
So why would I want to know
It's
yours?
in the last 4
But
months
if I
of the year.
texted you happy birthday, I would know, oh, he's now 24.
Because I said that earlier today.
I almost got it wrong, though. So you know it was by memory, and I wasn't remembering that exactly.
It was by memory, but I wasn't remembering that.
Isn't that other part of my brain?
I think that's got to be part of the,
Yeah.
the intro.
Yeah, I think so.
No.
Wait, so are we talking about our families now, or are we still talking COVID? We can talk about family.
Let's
if
talk
you...
about your family. How's Mare doing?
She's good.
What kind of pets we got?
That's about it. That's about it. Can you get your dog on the podcast?
Dude, Rocky is he's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't get groomed during all of the quarantine, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got
Sorry,
groomed,
really quick pause. I did notice you guys did ask how this affected me, and now we just kind of
We'll go
Listen,
back to
we
it.
kind of just
This is how a conversation happens, and just because we have microphones in front of us doesn't mean you have to try to go back
To-
and assert your point.
to
Maybe
be- okay.
you just recall back to it when it's more natural instead of cutting off the
okay.
conversation.
Well, to be honest, anyways, my story's short because here I am. This is all I've been doing.
Fine. Let's hear it.
I go
I'll be
back to
honest.
work next week, so
I'll be honest, half this podcast, the reason for this podcast has been I want people to know what I go through whenever I hang out with you two.
No. Let me tell you.
let me tell you something.
Listen up.
Didn't you hurt your shoulder during quarantine?
Because you fell at home.
Did you have life alert?
No, I had Rachel laughing at me.
Why didn't you call me?
I iced it with a beer.
Oh, that's cool.
It was-
Whenever
it
anyone
was
calls
actually-
you, what do you want?
That
No, last time I called him, speak. Pizza Hut here yet?
No, it's alright. We'll give it a minute. We'll get there.
pizza out here yet?
So what happened? You
I
got
think you'd know if the pizza was here, sir.
you got laid off at work,
Mm-hmm.
which I learned is
because of
different than
COVID.
getting fired.
Yeah, getting fired is like you're terminated. Like, especially like
It's way cooler.
yeah,
sounding.
especially like in the construction world, like you get laid off because there's a lack of work. So like our contracts with our company,
Sure.
especially in like the deep of COVID, people were canceling because they don't want random workers,
Oh,
you know, or
yeah.
whatever, or so, you know, some guys kept working, but we didn't have enough work for everything, you know.
Sure.
So and then I got called back like a week and a half later. Worked a couple days and then got told to stay home again, and then I hurt my shoulder, and then I went to work.
What'd you do to hurt your shoulder?
I was moving stuff in my backyard.
What
And
sort of
then?
stuff?
I fell. I tripped, and I went ow, and I laid there for a little bit, and I was like, meh. And then I got up and it hurt really bad. I couldn't like lift my
Now-
shoulder.
I feel like. Do you ever like?
What?
Do you feel like you're pretty fragile?
Me? No.
Yeah. But you injured your shoulder by falling, like.
Well, okay. I mean, if you
How'd you fall
If
on
you
it?
want to get technical, I
'Cause it does
fell
it does
and it like folded. If you want to get technical about it, it was my rotator cuff,
Oh, okay. That
which is
fair.
actually very fragile.
That is fair, yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like I
And there was another L word that my doctor used, but I don't.
ligature,
Nope.
ligament,
Labia.
That's what I thought, but I was like, it's not the labia.
Labrum.
Labrum.
Louisiana.
Did you make that up? Because
No,
that sounds
that's a
right.
real thing.
Okay, because that sounds right. Yeah, so
hear- you
she
hear
thinks
my words?
I bruised that, but I bruised my rotator cuff for like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Did you take off of work for that?
yeah, because I can't do
yeah.
things. She,
Oh, dude,
my,
when I saw him, he couldn't lift his arm past like belly button height.
my doctor
That is
was
rough,
before
yeah.
she even asked about like work. She's like, all right, so no lifting over 10 pounds, no climbing of any sort. She's like, what do you do for work? I was like, I do construction.
Recreational climbing.
Yeah, I was like, I climb a lot of ladders and I lift a lot of heavy shit. And she's like, oh yeah, don't do that. I was
No
like,
more. So, is your business considered essential? Because you were still working, kind of?
so our business almost goes under. It's almost tricky because we're kind of like we're not under like electricians, pipe fitters, plumbers are essential. Like you need those guys to be running.
Yeah.
But I think we're under like maintenance and repair.
Ooh, this guy.
But it's not like you know what I mean.
Yeah, because my brother's a maintenance man, so he's
Yeah,
still working.
because I mean technically again if somebody has a skylight or something leaking,
That's you.
they got to get that fixed.
Yeah.
So
That's you.
He gets the phone call on the bat phone middle of the night. Mick, we need you. I'm on my way.
the red phone.
Well, you want a moonroof guy, because
No,
because
okay,
he
go on.
never gets the call in the middle of the night. He'd have to be a moonroof guy to get the call in the middle of the night. He has to get the call in the middle of the day because he's a skylight, and that's during the day.
Yeah, the sky's only out during the day.
The sky is only light during the day, and at nighttime it becomes,
I do know where he's trying to connect this, but I'm just letting him go.
And at nighttime it becomes a moonroof, and you're not trained in that.
It's not called a day roof.
Some might argue I'm not trained in either.
Skylight.
It's not called a sunlight.
So,
are you saying there are unqualified men and women, maybe, working on my skylights?
And in your hospitals.
Good lord.
what has this country come to?
Good lord.
But yeah, other than that, that's it.
You know what you've been doing?
Yeah,
chilling?
dude, Call of Duty. I've been clapping cheeks in COD.
Yeah. Wait, which COD?
Modern Warfare. Yeah.
Anyone? Is that something I should get?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
a
think it's
stupid
really good.
question.
I don't know. I've been playing.
It's been dying off a little bit recently.
Actually, the thing is, like, I don't want to get my booty clapped like the entire time I'm playing it, and I don't want to invest enough time to get good at it.
There's skill-based matchmaking, so it's like if you enter in, they're gonna try pairing you up with people that are just as bad as you.
Okay. How much is it now?
It's probably still $60.
Yeah, 50, 60.
I just spent $60 on Far Cry 5, which might have been a mistake, but it was fun, and I got the DLC for it for a pretty good price.
I let you borrow Spider-Man for like a week, and you 100%ed it.
Yeah, I told you I would.
Do you know how hard that is?
Did I not tell you I would?
There's so many little things that you have to complete in order to 100%.
Dude, there's so many collectibles in that game, and the side missions in every single district are ridiculous.
I did that in Assassin's Creed 3.
I hate Assassin's Creed 3.
It was such a bad game.
Assassin's Creed 3 is the worst Assassin's Creed, and you can't change
it's
my
not.
mind.
The Native American one?
Yeah.
Couldn't.
The Colonial America is Connor. I like Connor, and I like the story, but I could not play any side missions.
Shout out to Connor Smethers.
Shouts out. Is he even listening?
It's just, I turn on my game, it's just him. Like, what? I've never noticed that.
But no, that game was just too long for me.
I thought Connor was so badass, like in the ads, but the I hated how they changed the mechanics.
You know what you should get? You should find all the little sparkly things that you can't really find on the map, and you collect all, like, 30 of them and get all the cheat codes.
You can do that in all the other games, too, because they're in every other game.
I think my favorite was Revelations. I know that's not a very liked one.
Yeah,
for
same.
the rest of the
Dude,
series.
Assassin's Creed 2 was my shit.
2?
That was so good.
2 and Brotherhood, I think, are the best.
I completed all of them.
Was
100%.
Brotherhood the one where you switched between the two? Or is that
No,
Revelations?
that's Revelations.
Okay.
Revelations is okay.
See,
But
that's my favorite.
Revelations was an okay game, but it was a great end of the story.
it was a very good fan service to play as both Ezio and Altair, because
Yeah.
I was like shitting my pants. I was such a huge fan back then,
Yeah.
and like
The-
I'd played all
Dude,
of the
the
games.
second one that was the first one I owned. I played Assassin's Creed 1 at my buddy's house and fell in love. And then when I bought Assassin's Creed 2, I kind of expected it to be like 1, and it was way different, but better.
But one, the thing is,
I didn't play 1 first. I played like Revelations or Brotherhood first.
Yeah.
And then I tried going to play 1.
if you don't play one
it was
first,
so boxy.
if
If
you
like
don't
molasses.
if you don't play one first, you can't play it because
There's like
it's
way
so-
less people
it's
generated
so
in the
outdated.
towns.
It's so outdated.
Yeah.
It did not age well.
No,
Dude, but in Assassin's Creed 2, I like 100%ed everything. All my towns were like renovated, and I was getting so much coin and everything.
2 and Brotherhood, I think were like gameplay the best.
I had
most
Altair's
fun to
sword
play.
in all of the games.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That's
so
hard.
good. And the
Yeah.
like the gameplay, like the battling, I think was so much fun in Brotherhood and 2.
Also, it's such a small thing, but I loved like in 2 that you can change the color, like what you like the customization
Oh,
Like,
like
yeah,
the
no,
robes.
of Ezio. Yeah.
I know you can do that in Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Revelations,
you
I don't
can-
think you can do it in because Ezio's
I think
got
I'm
the
gonna
dark
start.
robe.
I think I'm gonna play that again tonight.
Yeah,
I actually got, which I feel bad because I did ask my mom for this for Christmas, which I never actually like got a chance to dive into it. But I have the pack of the Ezio trilogy because I had it for 360, but now it's for Xbox One.
Yeah.
She got it for me like last Christmas or Christmas ago.
Update. The pizza's out for delivery.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So, but I don't know. I started actually like all 3 of them, but I just kind of stopped at the beginning.
Yeah.
But I don't know which one I should start.
Makes me wanna-
I loved Brotherhood.
Brotherhood's
very good.
I think is
I
probably
think
my favorite.
Brotherhood was a great story, but going back to play it, I was just kind of like, there's not too, when you finish it, there's really not much to do.
Yeah. No, it's not like open world games like
Assassin's
nowadays.
Creed 2 was hard.
Yeah. It was so different
Yeah.
from 1.
Yeah.
And I played those like first 2 games in succession.
Topic change. This is going to be turning into video game conversation now because that's what I've been
To relate
doing
it back to
in
COVID.
Corona.
Yeah. What have you guys watched?
Well, hold on.
Okay,
I'm not done with the video game
Video game
podcast
chat
yet.
now. I've been
Sorry.
video gaming.
I'm gonna get a lot of heat from this. I don't know about from you, but a couple of my buddies and maybe you.
Okay. I already don't like it.
I can't get into Fallen Order, the Jedi Fallen Order.
You also don't like single player open world games.
No, I love single player open world games. What I can't stand in Fallen Order, I travel on this freaking map for 15 minutes, find one stupid clue. Now I have to go back just to go, and I'm like,
it's a huge map.
yeah.
Yeah,
Have you
they're
ever
all
played-
pretty
And
big.
there's multiple planets, and I'm like,
Have you ever played Red Dead 2?
no, but I really want to.
The map's so
It's
big.
giant.
The map is too
Yeah.
big for its own good. But
Yeah.
it is a lot of fun. It's really good. You should get it.
But I like the freedom, but at one point I kind of need direction. Like Assassin's Creed kind of gives you that.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
like
yeah.
no button to press for like a waypoint marker.
That's why it's like
It's very hard. I've had to look up like where do I get the boulder from?
yeah, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I'm stuck on this one part,
Yeah.
but it's like, now I think I have to go back to my ship, but like, now I can't, and I'm like, I don't know what planet I'm on, but I got it all the way to the end, and Cal's like, oh, there's a Imperial space shuttle over there. I better go back. And there's no way to get going, so I gotta go back to the ship now? You're telling me
There's no fast travel. It's like the ship.
No, you're telling me I went all the way through those travels to have him tell me, there's a ship over there. I was like, I'm done with this game.
Can't you just like Jedi speedrun?
No. I do like the fighting in it, though.
The combat system's very good.
Yeah.
That's half the game.
That's why I love
combat system.
the Assassin's Creed fighting system.
Yeah.
I mean, the first 4, because I'm including Assassin's Creed 3 in there. Because I've played a few after that, but I couldn't get into it.
You played Revelations?
Yes. Yeah, I completed everything.
Loved Revelations. I have.
The hook blade and everything.
My favorite.
It's so cool.
Best weapon in the game.
I played, what is it? Pirates of the Caribbean? Or what the fuck is it?
The Pirates one?
Yeah, what is
Or,
Black Flag?
I meant
It's Black Flag.
I meant Black Flag.
Oh my god.
I meant Black Flag. That's what I was talking
It's
about.
Black Flag. I couldn't get into that because that was so much travel too.
It was a lot of travel, but I really liked the sailing. I love sailing and getting into battles.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but I'm like, this is taking forever.
I loved it in the sea shanties.
Yeah, that was
I can get
funny.
behind some sea
Yeah,
shanties.
so can I. There was a lot of those.
And there was fast travel.
Yeah.
You play Far Cry?
No.
Far Cry, I feel like you would like because there's fast travel
Yeah.
and it's big. It's a single player open world.
I'm even
first-person
lazy in
shooter.
video games. I'm like, I don't want.
There's at some point I don't want to travel back to where I was just at.
Yeah.
I'm so like I do so much extra shit in video games. That's why like my thing over quarantine is to start 100%ing like video games. I've gotten to
Like, and I feel bad. I really want to get into Fallen Order, but every time I do, I get like a good chunk done, and then I get stuck, and I'm like, this is stupid.
yeah. It's I like I said I got Far Cry 5 and I was gonna 100% it, but like speaking of just stupid things in video games, like I'm trying to get all the achievements, and one of the achievements is to like play 3 quests with a friend, and like I don't know anybody who owns the video game. That's just so stupid. So like, well, that's one game I can 100%. I have all the achievements but that one, and like I even did all the stupid shit where you have to go into the arcade modes and get high levels in that, and it's
So going with, I guess we're gonna connect it to COVID. What have you been watching?
yeah.
I personally started.
I've watched a lot.
I've watched a lot. I started and finished Star Wars, Clone Wars, and Rebels.
So good.
Those were
Oh my God.
grind, but so good.
Yeah.
What else have I watched?
I rewatched Avatar: The Last
I
Airbender.
watched that one as well.
That's something I need to watch. It's on my list.
A lot of Marvel movies because of Disney Plus.
I watched a lot of like just Netflix series like Dead to Me, or now Dead to Me 2. Season 2 came out.
That's me as well.
You should. I mean, if you're looking,
Dead to Me also. It's very good. I watched Outer Banks, which is pretty much just a freaking 10-episode Hollister
that's
ad.
what I heard about it. It was
Yeah.
It's
like,
a very okay show.
And then again, when they run out of dialogue, it's just John B, John B, John B,
John B.
John B.
John B.
It was actually pretty good.
It was alright.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yes.
Okay. The first clip was them opening a PBR, and I was like,
I'm sold.
I was like, I'm totally sold. And then 3 episodes in, they were on a boat and they were tossing PBRs. I was like, this is the best show ever. The first 7 episodes, I was like, holy crap, this is so good. The last 3,
It's just way too out there for a
I was
storyline.
like, this is dumb. I was like, this is they could have made that into 1 episode, but they were like, we gotta do 10. I was like, this is stupid.
Have you guys heard of Love Is Blind? on Netflix.
I have heard of it. I've never
They've
watched
tried
it.
getting me to watch that, and I watched one episode. Like,
It's-
hey, it's late. I'm gonna go home.
Wait, what is that?
It's okay. So it's a
Close your eyes.
It's a dating show.
Let's get to know each other.
It's a dating show, but you can't see the person you're like talking to. So they like,
Yes. Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen it. I think
And-
it's so stupid, but
and-
you get sucked into it.
No, I really wasn't sucked into it until after they were done like dating each other, and then they
Mm-hmm.
were like actually like in relationships with each
And
other.
like, aren't you proposing to get married?
Yeah, no,
without seeing the person?
first
Yes,
time,
and they
yeah,
have to pick.
The first time they see each other is when like the guy presents the ring to her. Like they've already proposed, they're fiancés at that point, and it's fucking crazy. But the thing is, like, it kind of works for some people. I don't know if either of you guys are gonna watch it.
No, I've watched it. I've watched, to be honest, a good chunk of
Have you
it.
seen? Yeah, you haven't
Is there
watched
one
it to the end?
spoiler warning
'Cause-
for
'cause-
Love Is Blind?
Yeah, it goes. How it ends is it ends with their weddings,
Mm-hmm.
and at the altar, that's when they decide.
Let me go through my shows.
That is when they say I do or I don't, because they
I
have
may.
full choice, and like they're there.
Yeah, at the wedding, they can say yes or no,
The
which I guess is like a normal wedding.
it is, but
That's
like
every wedding.
in a,
Yeah,
in,
I
a, in a
guess.
normal wedding, you're going there knowing you're gonna say yes most
Yeah.
times, unless you like cold feet or something. But like in this show, like it's more of a thing to say no at the altar. But like they have for the weddings, they have real weddings set up. Like both their families are all there.
Is this Elon Musk?
Can you? I'm in the middle of
Sorry,
speaking.
sorry. Doesn't that look like
No, it's not Elon Musk.
I'm gonna watch that. That looks-
No, it's not Elon Musk.
I know, it's
fucking
Han-
add it to your list and shh.
Yeah, it's
And
Han-
then so they have their families there and like
Oh, Breaking Bad. I've been watching it. I'm rewatching Breaking Bad.
I can't.
Because it's so freaking good. I started rewatching New Girl too. Have you watched New? Have you watched New Girl?
fucking New Girl. You interrupted me for New Girl.
It's so good.
Fuck New Girl.
It's so good. Schmidt.
Fuck New Girl. Okay.
It's so good.
Okay. I hear. What else? We know what else is good. Tiger King came out at like the beginning of quarantine. Last Dance came out at like the beginning of
Oh,
quarantine.
Last Dance was amazing.
Last Dance was fucking phenomenal. Tiger King, really good. But you know what I'm into now? My girlfriend showed me is Handmaid's Tale. And I was telling you guys about this before, but it's really fucked up. It's like it's set in the future, I think. And what's happening is in the world is there's a plague. Funny enough, there's like a plague, there's an epidemic. But what it does is it makes people unfertile. Unfertile. All right, and it makes people infertile, and there's only a select few group of women who are still fertile.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens to the U.S. is it basically reverts to colonial times, and
You have like 2 minutes to explain this, or we can restart the
I'm
camera.
gonna go. Shh. It's like resets to colonial times, and the women who are fertile are forced to have sex, to have babies. Like they're sold out to these families it's like basically them having sex is a very religious thing, and it's like a whole ceremony, and they're sold to these rich families of power to have babies.
Cloudy
And
with a
it's-
chance to
it's-
meet.
dude, oh my fucking god! Cut! I'm fucking.
Season 2.
I stopped watching 13 Reasons Why after the first season because I was like, there's no fucking way they can continue this, and they did, and I was like, this is shit.
Somebody I went to high school with was on that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Like
cool.
like
Like that ass?
dead ass.
What do they do? Are they like,
Like
a
a good-
background
like a
or
big
like a
character?
character?
No, character. Like he had a line. Like it was like a small-ish role. Is that it? Is that where all we're going with it? That's fine.
You brought it up.
Yeah, that's
Because we were talking about 13 Reasons Why.
You
I-
brought it up.
Yeah.
I'd say we were.
I
was
forgot
talking
his
about
name,
it.
but he was part of the douchebags crew.
What was the other show I couldn't watch after the first season was what is that show that every chick is into now? That's like kind of supernatural, and it's got 11.
Naruto.
11. Who's 11? Who's 11?
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Yes, that. I stopped
Yeah, I
watching that
think
after
it's
the first
good,
season.
but
I like it.
I watched a few episodes of the second season. I was like, this is too much, and I don't like it.
yeah, I watched the third season now.
I don't know if they made the third season yet.
I think they did.
I think they definitely did. It's at
Oh.
third or fourth now.
Have you guys watched You? You is so good.
I heard you is good.
So good.
I heard.
Yeah,
I
you
heard.
should watch that.
Consider it.
No, you won't, but that's fine.
You gonna tell us about it or?
Oh, You?
Oh no, we just want you to sit on your phone.
No,
You.
you. This is good. You should watch it. All right, next.
No, it's about. Well, I don't want to get it away. There's 2 seasons. They're coming out with a 3rd season, but he's like this. doesn't see himself like as a killer. But he gets like obsessed with like these girls, like super obsessed. Like he'll see somebody for the first time and make a backstory about how they came into his life, and then like he finds them and like stalks them, and then he ends up dating them. But he loves them so much that he'll go to any length to do like anything for them.
Mm-hmm.
That even includes if
he's like obsessive over them,
even killing them.
Is he like a Dexter type where he's like just a genius?
I've never seen Dexter, and I think
Dexter's Laboratory.
He's not.
No.
DD. He's not. I wouldn't say he's like a genius.
My laboratory.
I wouldn't say he's like because Dexter's like a genius, right?
Yeah.
Are we talking the cartoon or
no?
okay.
Dexter like the adult.
No,
show.
in he changes his name. I actually totally forgot what his name is in the show, but he's just like a regular guy, essentially. Oh. But he gets obsessive.
He's just like a psychopath.
Yeah, it's good. I like movies that like you think it's gonna go one way and then bam, it's not, and you're like, what the hell did I just watch? Yeah. So it's really good. I recommend it. It's only 2 seasons, but it's very good.
Yeah, that's what I've heard is good. Hey, Eddie, you talked about Disney Plus earlier, but
I did.
Well, this is not Disney Plus, but I watched all of the Harry Potter movies over quarantine.
If you guys got HBO, HBO Max has all of the Harry Potters.
Well, we rented them on Amazon Prime. It's only like $2 or $3 per movie. It's not bad.
You could have borrowed my HBO for free, and
I was on.
Didn't know that was an offer.
Didn't know that was an offer either.
You don't ask.
I didn't know you
didn't
had
know
HBO.
you didn't know you were gonna offer me your HBO.
I got HBO Max.
You want to just tell me your password?
Dog.
Can I get your password right now?
Yeah, if you guys want it, I don't give a shit.
Okay, but
I was watching the Lego movie.
You're interrupting me for the Lego movie.
That's a thing.
Okay,
so look, all the Harry Potters.
I watched that's actually pretty sick though.
Yeah, it is. I have 7 of them.
Disney Plus has got all the Star Wars.
Correct.
And yeah, I'm almost done with those.
So what is your take on them?
First trilogy is the best, like the original.
Told you.
It's without a doubt. I mean, I get what the new trilogy is trying to do. They're trying to like kind of recreate that original trilogy. Oh my god!
What is wrong with you?
The new trilogy. Sorry. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're trying to like kind of recreate the feel of the old trilogy.
Yes,
that's right.
But I feel like it's the characters. They're all new characters, so it's kind of irrelevant. You don't really care. Like you kind of care. And like this is from my perspective. Like I like you kind of care, but you also.
But to be fair, in A New Hope versus Force Awakens, they had a bigger planet that destroyed things.
It was a base, not a star.
That's no moon.
The planet was cool.
It's a planet.
The planet was cool, but literally, what was it? A New Hope and Force Awakens was literally the same movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like,
yes.
but when I saw it in theaters, I was like, I knew that then, and like as like I wasn't even that big of a fan, I could see that, and I was just like, Rogue One was good.
Rogue One's the best.
Rogue One is very good.
I think you guys, because I got inspired to listen to watch Star Wars by you guys episode on Star Wars at the podcast, and
Space Boys.
I think you guys shit on the second trilogy too much. I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it.
Clone Wars or Attack of the Clones?
I did. That was my favorite movie out of the 3, like in the second
Attack
trilogy.
of the Clones.
Yeah.
That starts off as a buddy cop movie.
I was no, I never saw it as that. I was like, this is good. This is exciting. I was
literally like, chasing down a bounty hunter and like making jokes like, "Oh, I'm gonna get there first, Anakin." "Oh, no, you're not."
I was like, they're joking around. That shows their relationship.
And then Anakin jumps out of the speeder, and Obi-Wan's like, always on the move.
That dude. No, listen. Obi-Wan's fucking little jokes throughout the second trilogy were killer. He's like,
this guy's got chops.
Hello there.
That was the 3rd movie, but sure.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, deadass.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's funny. But the thing that really sells for me the second trilogy is, I believe in Attack of the Clones. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. C-3PO's head gets knocked onto a droid, and he makes...
And R2 drags him?
He makes 3 puns in the time that R2 is dragging him across the ground.
Does.
And that just... I was sold beyond belief in that movie. It was just... honestly...
Actually, I'm going to redirect it, but another classic, but a movie Eddie hates. How do you feel about Jurassic Park? And I'm not even talking all of them.
The original?
Let's talk Jurassic Park 1. Have you seen it all the way through?
Yeah.
How do you feel about it? You shut up.
You have to think about it. Like, it might not hold up now, but you have to think about it back then.
I think it still holds up now.
I think
Shut up.
I just think
I love that movie. To this day, that is the movie. That is why I'm afraid of raptors.
In case they come back.
Raptors aren't real.
You don't know that.
It's true. I've never seen one. I've never seen a raptor in
They didn't know fossils were a thing. Like they didn't discover fossils until the early 1800s. So George Washington Washington never knew what dinosaurs were. Fun fact.
Okay, he probably didn't know what fucking toothpaste was either. So
he definitely didn't. He had wooden teeth. Anyways,
that's a myth, actually.
I think it's I can't validate that. I don't know, but
neither do I. I just wanted to discredit you.
I think it's really good. I just think the motif of like how the motif that the movie follows of just like there's the heroes and they have to save the day. It's just been so overdone.
Are we talking Star Wars or Jurassic Park now?
Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
What about?
It's been so overdone all these times that it becomes the same thing.
I quote that movie probably at least 3 times a week.
Hello there.
Exactly.
When they see the dinosaurs, hello there.
Hang on, wait. Before you get there, I literally think it's one of my favorite movies. Jurassic Park 2 sucks.
Yeah,
it is so bad. Yeah. Jurassic Park 3 pretty good. I do like the newer ones.
Do you like Jurassic World?
No, not yet.
Jurassic World I thought was actually pretty good.
That's with Chris Pratt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the newest one too? That came out a couple years ago.
Wait, what is that one? I think I have.
With Chris Pratt.
He's in.
No, because it's Jurassic World and.
It's something about yeah.
Jurassic...
I might have seen it actually. I can't remember what it is though. Called?
I have a DVD. Oh, Fallen Kingdom.
All right. Well, now we have pizza.
All right, we're back. So, following. So I love Jurassic Park, Danny. So that's okay. That's my part on it. I made you try to watch Jurassic Park once.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic Park 1, because you've never seen it.
I had not.
What are your opinions on it?
For a movie about dinosaurs, there's not a whole lot of dinosaurs. My thing was, you see a dinosaur at the very beginning, right? That one in the locker or whatever?
Actually, you don't.
You hear it.
Yeah.
And then I think I asked you, when do you see the first dinosaur? And it was...
No. You wanted to see the T-Rex.
Sorry,
he's
the main scene. Yeah, the T-Rex scene. That was like 40 minutes.
They have to save up for it though. There's a lot of dinosaurs.
It was halfway through the movie.
And my comparison was that would be like Star Wars taking place in anywhere but space.
But like a lot of Star Wars takes place on planets.
But they're traveling like all the time, or in a ship.
But
in space.
my argument is that's halfway through, but that's also the first movie in the build-up.
Isn't the premise that they're trying to reanimate dinosaurs? They're not even there yet.
No, they'd already done it.
No, they've already done it.
Oh, I thought that was
it's a park. Because Jurassic Park is literally supposed to be an amusement park, like a zoo. Okay. But they weren't sure if it's ready, and these people got special clearance to go by, and they're doctors and stuff, or like scientists or whatever the fuck. But once that scene happens, from there on out, it's dinosaurs.
Well, it took a while
but you have to think about at the time, like it was like what 1970 something.
I'm in 2020.
But it was 1970 something, and like the special effects in that movie, honestly, really aren't bad.
It goes up there really with A New Hope.
Yeah, like it's the same thing as like A New Hope was shot with like all like kind of realistic special effects for being a space movie. You know
who you see immediately in Star Wars: A New Hope? The New Hope. Luke Skywalker.
You know who? Oh.
You know what you don't see for like most of the movie? Any dinosaurs.
But there's so many good quotes that come out of that movie.
The dinosaurs can't talk. You can't have a dinosaur star in a movie when it can't talk. You ever seen Land Before Time?
Dr. Dolittle?
The dinosaurs talk.
They do talk.
That's a good movie.
Petrie, Ducky, Littlefoot,
Tree stars,
and then Sarah. This bitch Sarah. Why? They got names like Petrie and
I think Ducky pissed me off.
Yeah.
Ducky.
Did you know the voice actor died in a house fire?
Wait.
What?
What's
wrong with you?
The little girl.
Yeah.
Her father killed her.
Yeah.
It's really fucked up. It's so bad.
But damn, did she make good movies?
She did.
Yep.
That she was in.
What's wrong with you guys?
It actually says yip yip on her grave. Fun fact.
It's not yip yip. That's
Appa yip yip.
She just
big fan of Avatar.
It's yep yep yep. And tree stars.
I said tree stars about 2 minutes ago and nobody heard me.
You also said yip yip.
Roll the tapes.
But yeah, I just don't like Jurassic Park. I don't know, it took too long for anything to happen for me.
Watch number 3.
Number three, my lord.
No, 3. Okay, that sucks.
Shrek's good though.
No, I hate Shrek.
Really?
I hate it.
Really?
It's so dumb. Donkey.
I like
It's
Shrek's
stupid
1
as
through
shit.
3 personally.
Yeah, Shrek's really good. What are you
Shrek
talking about?
1 maybe gets like 2 stars, but
Out of?
like 3, but
I also
That's
watched
a pretty
all of
good
them.
score, actually.
5 stars. It gets like a 2 for me, but like I don't watch Shrek. I don't like Shrek. It's not funny. I don't find it funny. It's dumb. The gingerbread man.
What about when he's big?
He's always
in
big.
In 3,
Oh, you mean the gingerbread man?
the big gingerbread man.
I've never seen 3.
I forget what his name is,
Gingy.
but he comes. No, there's a giant version of the gingerbread man, and they recruit him to overthrow.
Oh, yeah, I guess he did have a name. I don't remember.
Apu.
No, I don't like Shrek.
Definitely
I
wasn't
don't
Apu.
watch it.
Okay, whatever.
Well, we have pizza,
Yeah.
and I kind of want to eat
This
pizza.
pizza's cooling off, and I gotta pee.
Yeah.
I'm
so-
done with this shit.
Well, Vicky
So
and I are
I-
going to end it here, I guess.
So I think that we were trying to talk about COVID. It turned into, I guess, stuff what we do.
I think that's going to be more what this podcast is towards. I just want to have conversations at this point.
I'm getting his wings over here.
Hey,
Well-
don't touch those. But
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Like
Yeah.
we always say, like,
Yeah,
subscribe.
thanks.
Be sure to follow us. Topic suggestion in the link below.
please give us topic suggestions. We really appreciate
We got
that.
a couple for today, but we didn't get to because now we have pizza. We'll
Okay.
save them.
Okay.
But thanks for listening,
Wait, we got topic suggestions?
and have a good one.